Hey everyone, welcome to Suits and Tea Plays Motorsport Manager. Sorry for the delay, but seems Twitch was acting up a bit. But let me just minimize this and we can get started.
Come on, please work.
Okay.
It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it.
So this is just like most
You've studied your tactics,
manager games.
anticipated every move like a grandmaster.
And
You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure.
that there won't be mistakes.
There is only a heartbeat
Pretty
between
sure I'm
them.
still going to be making many
Motorsport
mistakes.
Manager.
Okay, so
Take control.
Hey everyone, welcome to Suits and Tea Plays Motorsport Manager. Sorry for the delay, but seems Twitch was acting up. Let's just move that. Okay. This is the latest version of the game. It's got the GT Series DLC loaded, which does mean it does affect the driver and staff stats. But I'll show you that as soon as we get in. So, we're not going to continue game, but just to show you the championships that are available. Okay, it's not going to do that yet. But there are 3 Formula 1 racing championships, as they call them in this game because they don't have the licenses. It's the World Motorsport Championship, the Asia Championship, and the European Championship, which correspond to the F1, GP2, and GP3. And they are also 2 GT championships. But what we are doing today, with this stream, we are starting the Top Manager Challenge, where you start at Archer BMR, and of course I had to pick this because the team name is Archer. So we have to win the World Motorsport Championship, starting at Archer, which is in the European lowest league. You are allowed to leave the team. I'd like to further challenge myself and say that I'd like to stay with the team as far as possible, because why not stay with Archer? No restrictions, and you get the challenge reward, Managerial Mogul. Start this. We're not going to use tutorials because they are very irritating and get in the way. Just to keep just to make a bit of a challenge, we're going to play this in medium session lengths. The laps go quite quickly, and there are speed up options to make the race go quickly as well. Okay, auto save is on, continue, and here we set up our manager. Doodle, choose a random birth and day, skin birth, 12, 8, let's get to it. Let's go 58. Let's say we come from, where did we be from? Let's keep it a bit true. Let's be from South Africa. So, backstory. Ex-driver, you get a driver feedback rating +3, driver stat improvement rate increase, which is very nice. We can be an ex-engineer, which means we have faster part design team. Okay, so the... Hang on, let me just adjust the sound here. Music volume. Okay, is that better? Okay, back to where we were. Ex-engineer, your parts that you build get designed faster, and you can be financial, so every payment you make you save 5%, which is very handy when you're on the smaller teams. Okay, and you can also be a politico where you get extra voting power, and you can make voting proposals that are free of charge or unknown. But I'm going to go with ex-driver. It should make things a bit handier for the other drivers to relate to me, and for the staff to relate as well. And the big thing is the driver feedback rating, which really helps during practice and qualifying. So we have to start in the European Racing Series. Like I said, it's the lowest series in the Formula 1. Then you get the GP2 and the actual F1 league. And GT Series, you've got the GT Challenger and the International GT. Okay, sorry, just checking messages and feedback. Yeah. Apologies for the lag. I am dropping quite a few frame rates. I'll see what I can do about making my line a bit better. And because this is the Top Manager Challenge, we are limited to using the Archer team. As you can see, we are the third weakest team in the league. We got a budget of $1 million. We're expected to finish 8th, which is actually where we are as it stands. And we have medium pressure on us. We're a British-based team, and it's our car performance. Our drivers are quite good. Headquarters are fine, staff isn't too bad, and sponsors are quite average. Not sure I approve of the car colors though, but not much we can do with that. Alright, and here we have our team. So our drivers are Mohammed El Sadat, Alex Rogers, I think it is. Our job is secure, chairman's quite happy. We need to decide our season objective. Our team stats, we have the 8th best car, the 7th best drivers, although we're fairly average with the rest of the pack. We have the 5th best headquarters, the worst staff, great, and the 4th best sponsors. Okay, we'll improve our pass shortly. Our next race is in the Black Sea in Russia. You'll see one of our drivers is currently in first position, the other in 14th, not that it matters before the season starts. So let's head on to our mailbox. Okay, welcome to Archer. Gordon, our assistant. Mustafa El Sadat. He gets on well with Alex. He's looking to win some silverware. That's great. He's looking to win a few races. That's good, we'll support him. Okay, Gunther Ziegler is our lead designer. We could use some work on our engine, which is lagging behind the competition. And we can do an upgrade. Okay, we'll have a look at that. Francine's our scout. Mustafa is a fairly decent driver. He could become one of the better drivers in the championship. His strength is feedback, struggles with fitness. He's predicted to end 14th in the championship. Not that great. Alex is an average driver, not a huge amount of potential, so he won't improve very much. He's good at overtaking, struggles with fitness again. Okay, our reserve driver is Peter Young. He's one of the weakest drivers. He's at his peak. Strength is feedback, struggles with fitness. I'm seeing a trend here. Okay. James Arnold, our chairman. At the start of the new season, we need to clarify how well the team is going to do. We predict that the team will come 8th. Where do we think we'll finish? So if we decide that we're going to place 8th, we will receive $1.6 million per race. If we think we're going to do worse, we'll get less money. If we're going to do better, we're going to get just over $2 million a race. So I'm going to be a bit optimistic here and say that we can meet our 6th place target. So we're going to choose this and hope for the best. Alright, let's just take you through the screens. So there's the home screen, which shows an overview of the team, where the next race is, the team driver standings, our team stats, what we're busy doing on the car, whether we're building new parts or improving parts. This is our work in progress on part design, chairman's happiness, and our driver overview. If we look at my stats, I start off in 8 with everything. So my loyalty will increase over time, will decrease when I fire staff or change jobs. So this whole changing team thing might not work if I want to keep my loyalty high. Financial stats increase when you're in the black and decreases when you're in the red, so let's try not to spend too much money. And race management increases when you do well in races and decreases when you perform poorly. No available jobs in Asia Pacific or World Motorsport. There's one job that is uneasy in our league, and one job at risk in International GT. Our job is still secure, our job is currently safe, no trophies as yet, and our career history. If we go to our car, right, so here we see, we've basically got a star in everything, and our parts suppliers are weak to very weak. We've got decent tires, sort of, and that's the cost we've spent on designing the car just before we joined the club. So overall we got the 8th best car, 8th best engine, 7th best gearbox, 7th best brakes, and 7th best shocks. The wings don't count, they are spec parts for this league. So they are supplied by the Federation, and we don't really get to improve on the parts or design them any further. So as per our advice from the lead designer, we need to work on our engine. We've only got $1 million in the bank, and it costs $1.5 million to build an engine, so I'm going to leave that for now until we make a bit more money. What I'm going to do is go for the cheapest part first and build us some brakes. So when we build a brake, we get different slots that unlock with each part that we build, which you can fill with these components. So we can either increase the reliability by 15%, increase deceleration by 10 and reliability by 10, increase deceleration by 25, red zone -5, and risk level +1, or build time is 1 day less. Now, so you see that for brakes, the main thing is the deceleration in your high-speed corners. That's the stats, the performance stats of the part, so it'll be 71 out of 78. And by increasing deceleration stats, will increase the stat here. Reliability is how well the part will perform and how well it will last during the race. So at the moment, 40% durability out of 100. The red zone is where if your part hits into the red zone, then you have a chance of it completely failing or still degrading like normal. Risk level means that at the end of each race, the Federation inspects all the cars, and the more risk level components you have, the higher chance you have of being caught with an at-risk or with an unsanctioned modification, and you could get position penalties on the grid and time penalties for that. So what I'm going to do is, we need some decent stats, because you'll see why in a moment. So I'm going to choose deceleration +10, reliability +10. This gives you a preview of the parts we've unlocked now. So if we build another set of brakes, we get to add a second component from either of these average or good ranges. So we build a part, $550,000 gone. Ouch. It's going to take 5 days to 20 hours. We don't have any new parts to fit. Let's have a look at our mechanics. So we have Johnny Jenkinson, Stephanie Thomas, and on the performance side we can increase the performance stat, and our parts are actually not that bad. Of course we don't know what the other teams have, so I'm just going to look for which has the worst stats for now, which seem to be our engine. So we're going to work on the performance of the engine as well as the gearbox. Okay, and on the reliability side, we look at which part has the worst reliability. In this case, again, it's the engine and suspension. Okay, and what we can do is use these sliders to allocate our staff to whether we want to prioritize performance or reliability. One thing to check though is if changing the staff changes how well they are in terms of performance and reliability stats. So you can see 14 days, 15 days. Okay, so Johnny is better at reliability fixes and Stephanie is better at performance fixes. I'm going to focus on reliability pretty much all the way through this first season over performance because we need these parts to last through the race. Okay, especially since we're doing longer races now. Okay, so that's our parts. We look at our headquarters. We've got a design center level 1, a factory level 2. We can upgrade 3 buildings, so we can upgrade our design center for $8 million. We can upgrade our factory for 15 and our staff center for 7.5. The staff center will give us better fitness improvement, better focus improvement, and better staff stats. The factory gives us an extra 10 development staff to work on our parts, and instead of 4 parts we can work on 6 parts, and we are halfway to our road car factory. And if we increase the design center, we get faster time, and we can build these other buildings here. So we can build the brakes facility, telemetry center, test track, forecasting center, scouting, and all of them unlock more upgrades for the parts. So we get engine unlocks, gearbox, brakes. This unlocks more drivers and staff for our scouts to look at. So if we look at our team, that's an overall view of our team at the moment. And here we go, our drivers. So Mustafa Elsadat is currently 2.5 stars. He can improve to just over 3 stars. If we look at his stats, he's got 5 braking, 8 cornering, 14 smoothness, 9 overtaking, 12 consistency, 6 adaptability, 4 fitness, 16 feedback, we knew he was getting feedback, and 9 focus. He's got 10 months left on his contract, as does Alex. So I think we're going to keep them on for this season and look to change them at the end of the season because they each cost, over $1.2 million and $1 million to break contract now. I'm not going to spend that money changing the drivers now. Alex seems overall a bit better. He's got a lot more stats in blue than Mustafa, although he's maxed out on his stars, just over 2 stars. So he's not really going to improve with his stats. Reserve driver we don't really worry about, although he does have good feedback. So we could possibly use him in practice sessions to get good feedback. We look at our design staff, so here's Gunter. He's actually got quite decent stats, although he's at his peak, 2.5 stars. He gets us 1 best day in build time on an average part. He can unlock an additional brake component slot for an extra 10 days in build time, or no condition loss on first rate on great parts. It's not bad. Johnny Jenkinson has only been 1 week with Mustafa. He's good chemistry, but the rest of his stats are actually quite terrible. I'm probably going to have to change my staff immediately. Yes, immediately. The cost of break contract is not that high, so yeah, we're definitely breaking the contracts and getting new staff. So To do that, we go to the scouting screen. We want to look at our race mechanics. I'm going to try and find... Okay, never mind. Let's go back to all. The problem here is that since the DLC with the GT series, a lot of the free agents that were in the game have now been allocated to GT clubs. So there are fewer free agents to sign than there was before, which makes the options quite difficult. Not that many options on free agents. Let's have a look at Gary Watson. Good reliability and performance. He's good with pit stops, so he's potential. Astrid, no, I'm looking for people with reliability and performance. I need my mechanics to work on the parts really well and get those up and running. Amelia is not that great a start with, but she's only on 1 star and she can improve to 2.5. It's going to be an outside chance though. It's only going to be worth if we keep her on contract. Let's see who we have a bit older. Only one, Danny Cox. Good reliability, poor performance. And no one else here. I don't really want to go for someone who I have to break out of a contract unless the contract is really cheap. Let's have a look at Tom Woodbridge. Nope, don't want him. Rachel McAndrew. Nope. How about Ella McBride? Okay, this might take a while. Basically, anyone who's not in the same league as us will be very reluctant to join us. I've seen this before when I was just testing out the game, that they're not willing to drop down to lower leagues than they're in already, which does hurt us a bit. I just might need to suck it up and build that scout center. Reliability, performance. So if we get Danny Cox is good in reliability and Gary Watson is good in performance, we should balance out. Unless we go with Amelia Broom. That's an ironic surname. Who's quite decent and who should increase quite a bit as the seasons go. But we definitely need to try and sign with Gary. So let's go. Approach mechanic. He's interested. Okay, so wages are fairly important to him. So 16.5 up to 50. Let's try 33. He'd prefer a long contract. I'm happy with that. He'd like a nice sign-in on fee. So what's the biggest we can give him here is 30. Let's offer him 24. When they say they'd like nice, they really mean as close as possible to the max. So I'm taking the chance by going just over half. He's got a lot of patience, which means we've got basically 4 chances to screw up when negotiating this contract. Bonus size is not very important, so what we'll do is, if he comes in first, he's going to get a small bonus, because he doesn't care about bonuses, which is good for us. Okay, so that's been sent. The other one we wanted was... I really don't want to do this, because he's only got really a half a star to improve, and with 3 red scores, that's not going to get much better. Then we're going to take a chance on Amelia Vroom. She's also interested. Wage is fairly important. So it's 21 max, so let's offer 15. Non-contract, need nice signing on fee. We can offer a 10. Bonus size quite important, so let's say you give me a podium, I'll pay you 30,000. 24,000. Okay, so that is our staff done. Yeah, I know there's tons of lag. I'm gonna have to figure a way how to get the stream to work properly. I'm getting 88% drop frames. So this is something I'm gonna have to play with and try and get right. Okay. Alternatively, we can try this on YouTube for the next stream and see how it goes. Okay. where were we? Right, so we've done our scouting, our finances. We're going to make about 600,000 per race. Got 450 available. Okay, sponsors. So these are the advertising spots on our car. We've got 2 stars in our marketability, which affects how much money and how big a sponsor comes to us. So let's have a look at slot 3. So basically, if we come in second or above, they will pay us 700,000. I really doubt we're going to get that at the moment. The deal's valued for 3 races, no money up front. Triple bonus if we race in Russia. I'm not going to accept this. Okay, wait, what does Golden Type give us? If we're 13th or above, we get 200,000. It's not bad. Let's see what's available here. 5th or above, 800,000, nothing up front for 10 races. I think I'm going to wait a bit more to see who else pops up. Can we get 5th or above at the moment? Not for the first race, I don't think so. Okay. That's a quick overview of the standings, and that's the race calendar. So for our next race, we need to look at top speed, acceleration, high speed corners. Fuel burn is low, which means we can push the engine a bit. Tire wear is very high, so we're going to have to be careful conserving the tires. 30 laps, we get super soft, soft, intermediate, and wet. Practice is going to be rainy, race will be cloudy, which generally means we're probably going to have rain during the race as well. So let's speed ahead, see what happens. Okay, here we go, 6th of March, our brakes have been designed. Okay, new manager announced, that's me. I don't need to do that. Fans' reaction next, well, we'll wait and see what happens in the races. So here it is, our brakes are built. We can go have a look at the car. We can fit it to one of our drivers, and we're probably going to give it to Mustafa, because he's the better of the two. So we'll leave it apart there. So it's better performance. We're going to have to work on the reliability to get it up. So we need to go to our parts improvement. And what I'm going to do, this is 71. Let's drop the suspension and work on the engine. Okay, so if I do that, we'll hit 100% one day before the race. Let's do that. Okay. And then we can go back to the other parts. Okay. Interview request with Gazzetta dei Motori. Italian? Probably. Let's do this. Archer BMR is a new home, but it isn't the best team in the ERS. What's the plan? We might not be one of the big boys, but I promise we're going to work our absolute hardest to aim to finish somewhere near the top. I'm aiming to plant down a solid foundation this season is about transitioning from one of the also-rans into a top team. The year is about establishing... Yeah, let's take the middle approach. Okay, our drivers like that. We got a bit of morale boost. Mustafa is seen as a top driver. Do you agree with that? I've already said that Alex is better. I'm not going to piss off my drivers yet, so I'm going to go with I'm lucky enough to have inherited 2 great drivers. Which is good. They both got another morale boost. We're expected to finish 8th. Is it accurate, or do you think he can do any better? Let's just hedgehog it. It's very good. So prediction seems fair, but I'm hoping that we're going to surprise you. You'll remember your time as a fan and favorite racer. This is because of my background. Will you be able to transfer the skills to management game? I know the ins and outs of what a racing driver needs, and the guys liked it as well. Contract. Oh, okay. So this is the mechanic we approached. He doesn't want to have a look at something. So yeah, okay. So he wants more wages. So we can give up to 50, we offer 35, let's offer 43, okay, let's offer 46. Increase that as well. Okay, let's carry on. Amelia wants to renegotiate. Also wants more wages. Happy with the rest. So yeah, it's offer 21. We can afford that. Okay. Hopefully they get back to us before the first race starts. So. Alright. Someone's retiring. Okay, so race report, 30 laps. 40% chance of rain on race day. We favor acceleration, so we need to remember that when we set up the car. Super soft and soft, good track for tire wear, our car's good at that. Okay. Gunter wants a telemetry center, which we can't really afford. Okay. Let's go press stuff. Spotted a number of transactions coming out of the account which I find concerning. If the spending pattern continues, you're likely to be very low cash by the end, so keep in mind that. Alright, James. You do know that I need to make the club better, right? Okay, so here we go. We've got another offer, also second or above. They're going to give us 100,000 up front. Again, it's going to last 4 races. I like the money up front, especially for the first season, because it means that we can get something in the kitty to spend on parts and staff. So we will take that. So Wonderluck is a new sponsor. Okay, here we go. 9th or above, 5th or above, 8th or above, 9th or above, 750 up front, 450 per race for 8 races. I'm happy with that. One Shy Industries. Hello, money. And one more offer here. Okay, so hang on, let me get back here. So the fixed payment sponsors, they just give us money. We don't have to finish the race in a specific position. They just give us money, which is good. So Bango Barbecue, 11 races, 1.5 up front. There's our engine. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got more names on the card. That's looking good. Okay, let's go. Alright, so Gary Watson has accepted. Let's get this signed. He is going to replace Johnny Jenkinson. Yes, Johnny Jenkinson. So we're going to sign. We're going to replace Johnny. Continue the finances. We've got to pay 100. We're going to break the contract. Oh, sorry. Breaking the contract and the sign-on fee is 121,000, so that's fine. Do that. What's he going to give us? He's going to give us intermediate tires way more slowly, and fast pit stops have a minus 15% mistake chance. Okay, we like that. Risk taker and super soft tires. Not bad. Contract signed, and that's the press release. Got one more sponsor open. Peach Plum will give us 350 a race for 9 races. We'll take it. Okay, so hopefully Amelia comes back. And, okay, reliability work is finished, so let's just go back to our parts quickly. We can go back to fixing some of the others. So we were working on the engine and the suspension. Okay. This can just slowly increase as time goes on. The important thing is getting the reliability up so we can finish races. And Amelia has accepted the offer. So let's turn around. She's going to take Stephanie's place. And that's going to cost us 70,000. So we'll build our next part. Now that we have enough for an engine, let's build it. Okay, so we can drop the red zone by 10. Or we can increase top speed by 20. Again, I'm going to avoid the risky parts. I'm going to increase top speed. Gives us a good performance out the bat. Reliability we can work on. Build it. Okay. Contract signed, press release. Let's go. Okay, so now we're heading off to Black Sea for our first race. Alright, so we don't really have much choice. We're going to try for 13th and above, which will give us a $200,000 bonus. Let's have a look at the part fitting. Yeah, basically because our parts are quite poor quality, the guys are going to have a negative morale because of that. But Mustafa has the better car and he's very happy about that. And Alex has a similar car to Mustafa, so he's alright with that. Both drivers are on equal status contracts, which is why we're going to have to keep the parts quite balanced as we go through. So you can see they are quite balanced. They shouldn't give us too much problems. Heavy rain for practice, the race is clear. There is no qualifying for this league. We go from practice straight to the race. How the grid works is that the championship leader is at the back of the pack, and as the points go down, you go to the front of the lane. So the person with the least championship points starts in pole position. Makes for a very interesting start. Okay, so we're traveling to Russia. Okay, hey Rowan, thanks for that. Yeah, I know about the frame rate, I'm gonna work on that, and hopefully the sound is a lot better now. So here we go. Okay, so here we go. With practice, we get to choose our drivers who are going to run practice. Basically, the higher the feedback, the better we'll get in order to set up the car. So we're going to run Mustafa and Peter. Then we get to look at the car setup. So obviously you want to be in the green zone and try and find the optimum settings. So we need more downforce here. So let's just increase the downforce. We're going to have to bring our handling back in, so drop the suspension, and we'll try our first session with that. Tire choice, we got 30 laps, so let's focus on mediums for now. We should get 10 laps set on super softs. Let's put the stuff on super softs. See what we can do. Okay, Peter Young. We're gonna need short gears. Let's put some make his car stiffer. Okay, and he's gonna be. Let's try him on medium. So we're gotta have two drivers at two different tire compounds. We should get some feedback from both of them. So you can do an automatic simulation of practice. I prefer to take practice because it allows you to tweak the car settings between and actually get the best setup. So we're working on our race trim. A stint is 3 laps, but I'm going to call them in quicker. Okay, super soft tires. Let's send out Peter Young as well. The same, and practice has started, so I'm just going to increase the speed here so that this goes a bit quicker. Okay, we've got a 12-minute session. It's usually good enough for us to get about 3 laps in, well, three stints to get our car to a good race performance point. Okay, so coming in straight, it's not getting the speed in straights. Okay, so we have to drop downforce. Splitting into the straights. So not getting speed, so too much downforce. Then finish the laps with the friendly again. Loving handling, that's good. Downforce speed's bang on. Let's go speed runs there as well. Okay, back to the pits. So with the knowledge that he's gained, you can see that the bands are narrowing a bit. So the handling's great. He said there was too much aero, so downforce actually needs to be more on this side. Put the handling there. Let's try that. When they're great or good, you want to make small changes as possible either way, just to see where the sweet spot is. If it's okay, we can have a bigger gap. Keep them on the same size. There's enough life for them to go out. Let's just get send him out. So he's got a similar feedback for us. Let's rate speed balance is okay, so he wants more top speed. Let's have some downforce. Let's try that. Okay, so it takes a little while to make changes to the aero settings and the gearbox. And his ring. Okay, so remember at the beginning where I said I'm still going to make mistakes? Here we go. I should have kept an eye on the weather. It's going to get very wet soon. Okay, because this is not qualifying, I'm not worried about lap times. It shouldn't matter, but yeah, we're going to have to get on some intermediates and that's better, Hero's better. Find that. Okay. So the changes we made here really work. So downforce excellent, handling excellent, speed balance is great. I'm gonna, what were we before? We were a bit lower, so I can push it a bit higher. Right. I'm gonna go out again on intermediates because the water's gonna come down a bit. So let's zoom out. Let's get some damage. Okay, so he had some good feedback as well. So what we learned is, okay, we went from good to great, so we need to decrease this a bit more. Okay, handling's excellent, so that's fine. Speed balance. Set him out on intermediates as well. So this first race is usually quite a step up. Everyone's got parts that aren't in the best conditions, so you should see some people. Okay, that was very, very bad collision mapping. Gearing's good, handling's good. I'm not going to get enough of that with them times out, but I think that will be okay, excellent, excellent, excellent. It's just what I want to see. Good, excellent, great. So we'll put in the faster finish. Good race. So we had the 12th and 16th best practices. like I said, I don't care about practice. It has nothing to do with race position. Okay, fan not happy with silver. Pretty lame session from Archer. Thank you, Tina. Okay, race day, starting off quite clear and sunny. I will remember to check the weather and check the rain. Okay, so we're going to start off quite dry, at least for the first 3 laps. It's going to be sunny, so we're going to go up in normal tires to start. So here's where all the stuff that we did through practice comes through. So we can get a 10% performance increase just from the information we got on practice. If we were able to do a bit more stunts in the same tires, we would have got tire bonuses as well. And as the morale and the relationship between the mechanics and the drivers increase over time, the mechanics will give us some race benefits as well. Let's go to our car setup. Perfect. Let's just have a look. So we're going to run super softs. We're going to start 7th on the grid. 12 laps of fuel for 30 laps, so this is going to be a 2-stopper. Yeah. Okay. So let's go to Alex. So this was... Okay, so we need to increase the downforce a bit more. Okay, so that's good. That was excellent, and this is great now, so we need to bring this back. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, here we go. No, wait, sorry, my bad. We want that there. I'm gonna go out super softs as well. He's starting 20th. Why is he starting all the way in the back? Starting all the way in the back, I'm gonna put him on medium so he can run a bit longer. And what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start them on an attacking style just to get the tires warmed up. Stuff is closer to the front, so I'm gonna tell him to overtake, and Alex can just stay on medium and chug through the field as he goes on. Right. Race day. So here's the grid. 7th, 20th. Yeah. And we're go. Okay, that's it. I'll get it right. So, please don't crash. Please don't crash. Yay. Roger's still down at the bottom. Stuff is actually attacking quite well. It's actually made up a place. Come on, take it inside. Oh, well done. Engine up people. Roger's still down there. Oh, well done. Pole position. Well done. Speed. So 2.5 seconds off first place. 0.3 seconds behind the contract best. I'm just going to speed it up a bit here. Oh, well done. And take it. Nice. Tire temperatures are coming up, so I'm okay, so I think my estimate of 6th position is looking good for now. Of course, it all depends on the pit stops and how that goes, and while looking at it, yeah, we're still looking fairly dry. In 3rd place, well done. Alex still fighting. Oh, he overtook. Well done. setting some personal best times. He actually set a personal best back in 1:23.9. Just nice. Okay, let's have a quick look at Alex and see how he's doing at the back. It's quite close. Push. Oh, well done. Probably get them to the stuff I'm going to leave an overtaking strategy because I wanted to go on a pit fast. I wanted to get a faster pit stop so we can get out ahead of everyone else and try and make up some time that he's going to lose in the pit. So probably pit and run another 4 laps. Alex will come in with the rest up back and see if we can make places. I don't know exactly how that's going to put things with the driver status, but we're just going to have to do that. Come on, Alex, push. So good. Just 1.1 seconds behind second place. So as long as we've got one driver above the small slab drift, we can get the bonus money. So far we're pretty well. We're going to be okay with fuel levels. No, we aren't, but we're going to come in for a good start. So second place is actually I'm going to give one more lap. So we're doing one more lap. Probably going to send him out on medium tires next. Oh, we're in first place. So both the other two come in pit. So we want to come in for medium tires. Let's just check the rain. It's still dry. We're going to fuel up again. So that 12 laps of fuel only really lasted us 9 laps. So once we finish this, we'll be on 9 laps. But that's because we're pushing as well, so it's not too bad. We're gonna have to take it easy on this mid stretch though. Parts are looking good, around 67% for brakes, 56% for suspension. We might have to repair that on the next pit stop. And we're going to use a balance, 18% risk. The more risk you have, the more chance that something will go wrong during the pit stop. We're estimated to come out in 7th place, which is still good because we meet our objective. Alex will run in the lap after this. Okay, so that's a pit stop. Let's Alex. That's the one. Feeling tires are bad. So let's run out. Now it's a push a bit here. Up to 13. Okay, so we're still going to have bad pit stop. Okay, let's go. So do I lose? That's for medium pit. We're going to come out from the mediums again. The track's broken up. Really stupid. Fuel up. Okay, your parts are also looking quite good. Balance pit stop. And go. Okay, we're up to 10. Got a few more drivers who are going to fit as well as sub-tires as well. So we should make a lot of places. Alex came out with 18, so we have a little fight to get back some positions. 8th place is quite close to us. So for those of you who are watching, I'm also recording the stream as well. I'm not sure if that's going to have an effect on the stream quality. That's something I'll check out on the next one. Ah, no, come on, stop behind. So I am recording the stream and I will put it up on the YouTube channel tonight after the stream. So hopefully that will come out more like free and you'll be able to see it better. Tires are cold, so I'm going to tack a bit to get the tire temps up. Still looking dry. Everyone else is sort of running average slow. This guy should come in quick now. This guy should come in slow as well. These riders should go someplace back. Stuff right there, so let's drop it and push. And Alex, it's between the points as well. Unfortunately, we don't get double bonus if both the drivers make it. It's, you know, all or nothing. In this league, if you set the fastest lap of the race, you get an extra 2 championship points as well. So it is a benefit to try and push at the fastest lap. Mediums again. Let's just check the water. Looks good. No, why don't we have enough fuel for the end of the race? This is not good. That means that we're probably going to have to do a splash and dash at the end, which I don't want. Path still looks okay. Balance and stuff. Not so good on the tire change. I'll just go in now, clear out the mediums again. Okay, you should have enough fuel to go through. Yeah, you've got enough fuel to go through to the end. Parts of it should last to the end as well. All the drivers up to 20 position points in this league. So, if we could be decent mid-table, we should be able to get our 6th place in the Constructors' Championship. I'm actually really surprised. The cars are handling really well, getting decent wear. I haven't seen any other cars with issues yet. Only that will change when they exit. Just gonna watch tire wear, tire temps. Let's just watch it. This is really good entrance. I think we should make it 40 positions here. There's some excess fuel, so I'm not sure why I said that we don't have to try to see something bad, which is great. No, come on, don't let the orange car pass you. Don't let the orange car pass you. Rogers is so far back position. I'm trying to get that expert. Hopefully there's some 5 laps to go. Should be able to make it through quite easily. Strange noise from the engine. Engine's got 26% left, almost at the red line. I'm not going to bring it in. By the time it takes the engine, I'm going to drop out of the race. I'm just going to have to nurse the engine. 4 laps left with 5 laps of fuel. Could maybe push that. I'm going to transfer. Just hold on to your position. Alex is 14 seconds behind the best record. He's not going to catch him. 11 seconds behind place. Just hang on to the end, guys. Hang on to the end. Tires should give us 2 laps ahead. We're not going to pitch with 1 lap left in the race. Come on, almost there, almost there, almost there. Just keep going. Last lap. You can do this. New flag for Alex Robertson. It's going to be back, doesn't he? He's also got 2% left on his tires. What the hell, Alex? Almost left, man. Just 3 corners left. Okay, so Alex finishes in 13th place. Mustafa should hold on to 6th. Yes! Okay, so that's our first race done. We're going to move a bit quicker through the race from now on. I just took some extra time today to explain all the different screens and the different things that goes on in the game. So we should be able to hopefully do maybe about 2 races per stream going forward. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep Tuesday at 8 o'clock for Motorsport Manager. Do about 2 races a week, and then I'm hoping to do another stream on Sundays from the console. I want to finish up the Batman Telltale series, so I'll do that on Sundays. Okay, I did a test stream yesterday actually, and it worked quite well. So okay, no rules broken for us because we don't have any at-risk parts. So we see that Jean-Francois Beauchamp got 2 extra points for fastest lap, and here we see, okay, these guys got drive-through penalties, so no one else really broke the rules. I suppose it's early in the season, no one's really built parts. Okay, if we look at the championship, 6th and 13th, I'm very happy with that. We are currently 4th on the constructors. I'm loving that. We're above where we're supposed to be in 6th. Well, I said 6th. It's still going to base us on 8th, I think, from the chairman rating. I want to see you guys win for years to come. I'm a fan for life. Excellent. there. Don't forget about Archer. They look strong contenders. Brilliant. Okay, so just a few post-race items to go through. Once it loads. Alright, so morale for our drivers have increased. Okay, that's obviously based on their position. Stats have increased during the race as well. Nothing for Alex because he's already on maximum. So that's to be expected. We're building up some relationship with the mechanics, so we'll hopefully unlock their bonuses soon for the race. We've made 1.1 million, okay, so that's from our sponsors. The chairman's given us 2 million for the race. Spent quite a bit. So what happens is after every race, we take off an amount to build the car for the next season. So we're taking off 700,000 a race for that. We're paying our drivers in total $500,000 a race. Ouch. Mechanics, designer, headquarters, and our travel costs are fixed per race. Right, so that means we have enough money for another engine. Excellent. So, because the game isn't licensed to Formula 1, these are all generic names and teams. There are some mods that you can patch the game to get the real-life drivers and teams, but I'm not really going to play with that right now. I think it's a bit better as well, because then when you go scouting, you're not necessarily looking for the drivers you know and the drivers who are the best. I think it just sort of evens out a bit here. Alright, our job is very secure. Chairman's happy. We're on target for 6th or above. Mustafa came in 6th, Alex 13th. Okay, we're working on an engine, got reliability there. Okay, we're sitting 4th in the championship. Next race in Munich. So just go to our mail, so that's about practice. So, Mustafa's car dropped 50% condition, Alex 46. It's going to take 36 hours to complete. Mechanics are going to work on fixing the cars before going back to their part development. We've got an interview request, so let's do that. Alex was furious after the race, claiming that he let his tires run down totally, that he was begging to make a final pit stop. We needed to do that to execute strategy. I don't see the issue. It was a mistake on my part. If he was a smoother driver, I'm not going to piss him off. It's kind of my blame, kind of my fault, but I'm going to say that it was part of our strategy. He didn't like that answer. Tough, Alex. You're going to be replaced at the end of the season. Okay, and that's the race. Okay, car repair complete. And that's where we're going to leave it for today. So thank you for joining me. Apologies for the sound at the beginning, apologies for the delay, and apologies for the lag. I will do my best to sort that out by next Tuesday. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Please stay tuned to Twitter to find out when we're going to do the console stream. Probably going to be Sunday, but I'll let you know on Twitter. So thanks so much, and as always, geek with style.